Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you people are doing good. So this is what the session I have particularly aligned for a particular reason. And the reason of that particular session that if you people are going to start your or you people have already started the preparation for the AFM September 21 exams. So these things, these important things must have to bear in your mind during the preparation. And or I can say that this is what the push factor, this session is about the push factor or the kick factor to kick it off to start your preparation accordingly. So actually AFM, the optional exam paper of the ACCA requires a good enough knowledge of the syllabus. That is the first thing. But the practice required some key components. Practice required some smart techniques. Based on the past experience or based on the examiner comments, examiner reports, students normally make some mistakes in the exam, which actually reflect that they are not or they were not ready for that particular way of practice or way of preparation that's actually examiner expect. So the most important thing is not only the hard working, but also the decoration of the decoration about the smartness techniques. Means if you are sitting in the examination hall, if you are sitting in the examination hall, the important thing is that is to present your knowledge. That's the first thing. But with the examiner expectation, with the marking schemes, with the requirement that particular mention on the question paper, with the particular time management techniques, with the particular expectation that examiner are expecting that you have to do 100% appropriate paper, appropriate, rather than you just attempted 60-65% limited paper. So conclusively, this session about if you are going towards to start the path of the preparation, so what do's and don'ts you have to consider during the weeks or during the weeks of preparation. So my one important point you must have to bear in your mind, all four optional exams of ACCA having limited syllabus areas, but the syllabus technicalities and the exam techniques, it's very critical. It's very important. You have to prepare your exam to get the knowledge of the limited syllabus, whatever the mentioned by the content of the ACCA, plus learning of the exam technique as well. So I hope that you people are getting my voice very precisely, very clearly. Are you getting my voice clearly? Okay. If there is some distortion, just give me a minute. Okay, now is that clear? Is my voice clear to all of you? Okay, let's start the point once again. So the important point right now is there. I know that what the people who have already registered with my course of September 21, I have already given a detailed roadmap to you in that format. I know that you people have already this particular roadmap, and some of you people have already started the preparation, and some of the people having planned to start the preparation accordingly. So this is what a detailed roadmap, how to prepare your exam, step by step, everything. I have given the first advanced investment appraisal with the target of the 25th June. Whatever the target mentioned with that particular sequence, you have to stick with the targets. I am committed with a regular weekly session to answer your questions and some more things add on accordingly. But your responsibility must have to meet the target dates. So you must be committed. So you have to write somewhere in your diary or or like in your calendar that the important date for your life, it's the coming exam date of the AFM, that's 10th of September. And this will be the day where you have to perform with your hardworking and the examiner expectations. So let's move towards that. What ingredients you have to incorporate, what ingredients, what important things you have to incorporate during the preparation. What important things? Let's move on. Come on. What's important thing? Okay, so the prime purpose of today's session, how the smart techniques of the AFM must be indulged with the preparation aspect. So 1 to 3. Number 1, the first thing, clearly understand the examiner expectation. I will give you some examiner points here where we I'm going to tell you that what actually examiner expecting from your side. Sorry, from the examining team. So before starting your project, examiner expectations must be very much clear. And these are examiner wordings. These are not my wordings. I've extracted these examiner wordings from the report or from the communication that's some couple of years ago I've already met him. So in a conference in the UK. Number 2, examiner highlighted the common mistake made by the students. The common mistakes made by the students. So these common mistakes highlighted by the examiner, it's important for us that whenever we are preparing, we must not have to do that particular mistakes. Number 3, whenever you are practicing the question, so practice the question includes some important aspects with the CB format, number 1, and number 2, with that manner that how to catch the marks. Not just practice is not only about to handle the knowledge of the syllabus area, but practice of the exam question includes knowledge aspect, number 1. Number 2, identify how, if I am sitting in the examination hall, how I will get the marks. How I will get the marks. Number 2. And number 3, time management. Time management. Time management always challenge for the students. Why? Because students are not practicing with the time management pressure that we are expecting at the examination hall. Or I must say that majority of the students practice the question not like in a manner that he or she is sitting in the examination hall. You must have to practice the past question by spotting the timer. For example, let's suppose in that particular roadmap, if somewhere I mentioned that, if somewhere, for example, 5th step of the APV, if I mention that you have to attempt the question by yourself. Yes. If I mention that you have to attempt that particular question by yourself, self-attempt. If I mention self-attempt question, TOEFL. And for example, and the past exam paper, June 14. And for example, you open this question and this June 14 past paper questions at that step having 25 marks. So what is your responsibility? Your responsibility is not to skip that step. If I mention that you have to self-attempt, before moving to sixth step, you have to attempt it. You have to attempt it by my guidelines. The guideline is that, let's suppose this is a 25 marks question. If you are sitting in the examination hall, this 25 marks question means you have 45 minutes. So make a timer, switch off your mobile, shut down your door, and start the working with the CB format. With that particular CB format, this format, the format you have, go to the My ACCA side, and that these are the practice questions. And if I given you some question which is not part of these past exams, you can open this blank space. You can open this blank space. For example, this blank space. You just pick your question and start working here. Use word processor and use this spreadsheet. Make your practice question in this format. Because if you are saying that, sir, these practice, these simulation, inverted commas, simulation, these practice, these simulation. Simulation means practicing the question in a manner that I'm sitting in the examination hall. These simulation I will perform last week of the one week before the exam. Believe me, then you will not be able to qualify the exam. I must say that you have to indulge the exam techniques. You have to indulge your exam techniques and the smart exam techniques during this preparation aspect. Do remember that if you really want to qualify the exam, balance means knowledge and practice according to examiner expectation, what I will suggest during the session. If you balance the thing during these 8 to 10 weeks, then you will be able to qualify the exam in first attempt, inshallah. I cannot guarantee you, but assure you, based on past experience. So move on. So what we will discuss this session, highlighting common mistake by the examiner, practicing a question with the learning matter, how to particular catch the marks. Okay, one by one. Some important thing. Before entering in details, you must have, with my introduction video, I've already mentioned that the passing rate, it's the passing rate. Do remember that the passing rate is under 40% of this paper. It's under 40%. So the important point is that all optional paper having the passing rate under 40%. So it's you and me are here for the purpose that, for that sake, that how to make preparation that I become part of this 140%. You and me are here that how to make preparation in a way that we become part of this under 40%. That is the point, nothing else. So that is what the discussion about. Moreover, quickly, you people know very well, this is a 100% compulsory paper. All optional papers having the same format. Section A, section B, section A having having one question, 50 marks. Do remember in AFM, in a 50 marks question, this is very integrated. The examiner used the word integrated syllabus areas. There are 5 syllabus areas. I will discuss later on. 5 syllabus areas. At least 3 syllabus area will examine. This is the precedent set by the examiner. Already set by the examiner. 3 syllabus area, sometimes 4 syllabus area integrate with 150 marks question. So multi-dimension question. So you have to prepare by yourself. Number one, be realistic. Normally, we prepare in step by step, topic by topic, topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4, and practice the question. But during the preparation, also make a practice how 1, 2, 3, 4 topics, if exam in an integrated manner, so how I will perform. Normally, you practice the question one by one topic and least concern the integrated part of the topics examined in the question. So there's a gap. You normally don't practice the integrated aspects and you go to the examination hall. Go to the examination hall and facing the situation that the question having integration. Oh, how I will handle it. Then your mind becomes blast at that time. Your mind becomes scattered at that time. And that's become the reason for the failure. This is what mentioned by the examiner. I will read that examiner report accordingly. So don't mistake that. So what highlighted point, if I have made the roadmap in that manner. I have made the roadmap in that manner. Topic 1, 2, 3, 4, then one question that integrate and make practice, self-attempt. So first thing. Another thing is that 25 marks question. 25 marks question. So this particular 25 marks question, there are two questions of the 25 marks. 25 multiplied by 2. That's 50 marks. So this is what the format. But for this format, I will discuss more things accordingly, how to balance the theory and calculation. Okay, moreover, this is what the 5 syllabus areas. This is what 5 syllabus area. This is 100% theory. And this is theory plus calculation. Normally, you people having a least concern about a syllabus part. That is called role of senior financial advisor. Even in FM, financial management, section A, limited 3 to 4 chapters, you were a least concerned. But if you really prepare a least concern about this, now notice that particular point. Notice that particular point. I have analyzed the situation. Although this point already part of my introduction video, but I wanted to highlight this point importantly before moving toward the examiner comments. Section A, with 4 exam attempts, September 18 to September 19, examined with the range of 18 to 31. And it's 100% theory. Can you ignore it? In a simple words, I must say that you have to grip your entire syllabus. If you ask me, said, what 2 things, Mr. Hussain Ghazi, what 2 things you consider that's the most important critical thing for the success? So the 2 things are, number 1, good enough knowledge of entire syllabus. And I haven't said accurate knowledge, good enough knowledge of entire syllabus. Number 2, exam technique to handle the marks and handle the time management. Smart exam technique to get the marks and the time management. Number 1, good enough knowledge of entire syllabus. No selective studies. Honesty. Good enough knowledge, entire syllabus. Number 2, smart technique. With the regular practice in a manner that I'm sitting in the examination hall, how to manage the time, how to manage the marks. Easy marks, hard marks, easy marks, hard marks, time management. So indulge your practice of the knowledge in this manner. Okay, can you please reply me about the clarity of my voice? And are you getting the point of what I'm saying? So if the voice is clear, it means that you are very much understandable mode that what I'm saying, trying to say that. So this is the right time to start the preparation with this smart exam technique. Okay, rest of the area of the syllabus, these are advanced investment appraisal, acquisition merger, corporate reconstruction, treasury management. Details of the syllabus already part of my introduction video. You can identify, you can get from my roadmaps, or even that's already published on the YouTube. Okay, for the introduction video. So that is the point. This is the marking scheme. Okay, so without section A, examiner not prepare the exam. B, advanced investment appraisal, always examine. C and D, acquisition, merger, reconstruction, reorganization. That's the most challenging part of the students. And E, treasury management. Okay, come on. And the free marks called professional marks. 4 free marks about the profession. I will tell you in this session how to get the professional marks. Okay, come on. Now that is what the prime reason of that is what it's starting now about the actual purpose of this session. Okay, what's the examiner expectation? This is not my expectation. Huh? This is examiner expectation. You can read it. Very simple. This is examiner reports highlights. Whatever the expectation, you have to adopt accordingly. Examiner expect that you have to apply the current techniques and knowledge. Number one, techniques and knowledge of the entire syllabus area. I'm sorry. Correct exam technique and the entire knowledge to different and complex scenarios, adopting an integrative approach and demonstrate sound evaluation skills and displays good presentation skills. And making considered judgment and decisions are the factors that lead to success. So what are the ingredients, or what are the expectations? Expectation ingredients: knowledge from the lectures, techniques, how to get the marks, integration, evaluate, scenario evaluations, and the presentation skills. And with the conclusion of the judgment, examiner particular mention that judgment. Do remember that examiner never expect that your answer must be accurate. In this paragraph, in this expectation, can you please answer me? Is the examiner expectation that you have to perform your exam 100% accurate? That's 2 + 2 4. Can you please reply me? Is that the examiner expectation? That's your answer must be 2 + 2 = 4. Accurate. Can you please reply me? Or be interactive and please apply me accordingly. No way. So now recall your practice pattern. Recall your practice pattern. What you trying to do during practice? You trying to do during practice that I must be very much accurate with the numbers. My NPV must be very much accurate. Why not this is accurate? 2 decimal place, 4 decimal place, thousands, not millions. but you are least concerned about the theoretical aspects. More concerned about the accuracy of the numbers, least concerned about the theory. Number one. Number two, candidates must be able to identify what is important in the scenario, read and respond fully to question requirement. Examiner mentioned that read the requirement and scenario very carefully. Your answer that are well structured and present appropriately both numeric and discussion. I must say your answer must be balanced. Your answer must be balanced. Read the requirement. Number one, read the scenario carefully. Answer your, ignore in this para about the business financial stakeholders, ignore this. But your answer must be present to balance the approach about the calculation theory. If you ask me that, sir, how much the theory in the AFM? Do remember that at least 70 to 75% about the theory, 25 to 30% calculation. This paper is theory-based calculation. What the background must be theoretical. So you have to practice in a balanced approach. Okay, questions are designed to test the application, this one, application of the knowledge and the ability to the exercise judgment to candidates, but try to answer requirement and knowledge they have rote learned will always perform less well than the candidates who have take to time think and apply knowledge in actual scenario. Examiner particular mentioned that. Do remember that rote learning, it must have to least concern. That candidate will prevail the marks, will able to get marks, who apply the knowledge and connect with the case. Connect with the case. For example, for this para, I'm giving you some example. Come on. For example, this one is the question. This one is the question. This is what the question of Hathway, this investment appraisal question. This is a question, let's suppose. This question having two requirements. I'm not right now detailing with the requirement. This A part, it's actual about the calculations. And the B part is about 8 marks. B part, 8 marks related to the theory. First of all, you have to read this theory very much carefully. For example, here, explain the rationale to implement capital investment monitoring system. And this end is very much important. This end. This 8 marks split the requirement into 2 parts. And post-implementation audit. So number one, whatever the, for example, this theory is about investment appraisal. As a finance manager, my responsibility is to identify, as a finance manager, is to maximize the shareholder. And for maximizing the shareholder, I must have to identify the long-term investment and monitor that is this investment, if I'm going to implement, meets the required return. This is what theory. And once NPV calculated and we have decided to implement the system, implement the project. So post completion audit as well. Means whatever we thought, whatever we evaluated with the paperwork of NPV, are we going up to the mark? This is what about the theoretical aspect. And in somewhat related to FM. So number one, 25 marks question. Out of 8, 17 marks. This is 17 marks. This is 17 marks. So you have to split your time management in two components. 17 marks for out of 45 minutes, for example, 30 minutes for calculation and 15 minutes for theory. So 8 marks split in two parts. So read the scenario and requirement carefully. Number one. Number two, suggest your ways in which Hathaway company must benefit. So what examiner saying here? Who are the students who perform in a rote learning? The rote learning students are just describe the capital investment and post-completion audit. That is the rote learning. And what examiner saying? Examiner saying that we are not much interested to, that is students just throw the knowledge or in the rote learning. That's something you have learned in your mind and present in the paper. No, rather than you have to write your answer and connect with this case study, whatever the case of the Hath. Write the answer and connect with the case. That's Hathaway. If you're connecting with the case, then you will be able to get the marks. So questions are designed to test application of the knowledge. So are you getting the point? If you are practicing the question, so what is the meaning of the application of knowledge? Can you please reply me? Can you please reply me? I need your participation. Since 30 minutes, I'm just telling all the things to you, but what your points? Is this information, whatever I'm telling you, beneficial for you people? Yes or no? Do reply me. Thank you. So start your learning, start your practice in this manner. Start your practice, start your working in this manner. So that is what first thing, that examiner expectation. That is what was the first thing, the examiner expectation. The another one, highlighting the mistakes. Highlighting the mistakes. Okay, just give me 1 single minute. Just give me 1 single minute. I will be with you. Just give me single minute. Okay, now move on. So another important point, that what are the common mistakes? What are the common mistakes? The highlighted common mistakes by the examiner. The examiner particular mentioned these mistakes, candidates. That's a very important thing. These mistakes. Number one, ignore balance approach. Ignore balance approach means focusing on discussion section at the expense of detailed calculation, and vice versa. Either you people spend a lot of time on discussion and ignoring calculation, or vice versa. Here, examiner highlighting the mistake and also provided the solution. Strongly advised that balance between undertaking calculation and providing discussion. Balance approach. Balance approach. So do let me know, do reply me. We tutors deliver to you people. Okay? We tried a lot to you people. Workings, calculation, theory, notes, everything. But about this development of this balance approach, what the teachers can do if students are not doing the practice by self manner. Is this the blame to the teachers? Or is this ability developed by your own practice? You can answer me. We are the purpose. We are the persons who highlighting you. These are the issues. But for the balance approach, for these things, you have to work out accordingly. What we can justify our fees by highlighting that issues, providing the directions. But if you are not able to go and drive by yourself, then you will not be able to rectify your mistakes. That is the key point. Your own practice is the key aspect. And I must say, listen carefully. Oh, for God's sake, focus on quality, not quantity. Focus on quantity. Oh, sorry, focus on quality, not quantity. Are you getting the point? Focus on quality, not quantity. So quality, what does that mean? I strongly suggest practice limited question. For example, if you're 5 syllabus area, just select 8 to 10 questions of each syllabus area and total having 40-45 questions. That is more than enough. If you are practicing a lot of questions and do the revision cuts, by the way, I don't recommend any revision cut. You just focus on past practice, past questions, past papers of the AFM. But quality practice. A student who attempted 100 questions without considering these highlighted points and not making improvement by practice in this manner, it's not performing better rather than a student who performed good enough knowledge of the syllabus and limited practice but in a qualitative manner. So the second student will qualify the exam. So limited practice with the exam technique and a good enough knowledge, that's become the success of AFM. Another point. So first thing is balance approach. Number 2, lack of detailed knowledge of the parts of syllabus areas. Sir, what does that mean? What does that mean? Lack of detailed knowledge of the parts of syllabus areas. Okay. So being tested combined with a poor exam technique. Combined with poor exam technique. Include inadequate time management. So the case study means 50 marks question. Test the range of syllabus area and candidates need to apply the knowledge and skills learned and to be able to plan their time carefully. The focus for this advice will be addressing the issues encountered in the questions. Okay. Now, sir, give me some example. Now let's take out a question. Candidates, let's suppose we are taking a question. Let's take out a question of March 20. This is what the question. This is a 50 marks question. Number 1, 50 marks question. Let's take this question. This is a question. Examiner asked 50 marks question and examined the section A part behavioral factors here. Number 1, 6 marks. B part is report writing. Report writing, ignoring the 6 and 8. So 6 and 8, 14 marks. So out of 50, ignore 14 marks, remaining 36. So 36 marks related to report. So this is a topic of acquisition merger. in the report. This is a topic of advanced investment appraisal, B1, B2. This is another topic, 3 acquisition. This is another topic, acquisition. So A and B part, A part section A, B part section C and section B of the advanced investment appraisal. So 3 syllabus area, A and B part. D, finance, sources of finance. There are 4 syllabus area, sources of finance, investment appraisal, acquisition merger, finance manager behavior factors, financial management behavior factors. 4 syllabus area and 50 marks question. Multi-dimensions exam. Multi-dimension exam. If, for example, if you are attempting a question, you are very good for this area of syllabus. For example, acquisition merger is this P part and good for weighted average. But there are 2 options. You haven't studied the section A, so you will get 0 marks. If you throw anything by yourself without any knowledge, examiner will pick you. That's he or she don't have knowledge. Or you just go through not balanced preparation. So examiner also pick you that you have least knowledge of section A. So this will create impression in front of examiner that either you have selective studies areas or you have good enough knowledge of the entire syllabus. So one thing of the knowledge, good enough knowledge. Another thing, integrative questions that I was discussing with you, that you have to practice the question in a manner. Means topic number 1 cover, topic number 2 cover, 3 cover, 4 cover, break. Sir, what happened if these 3 topics or out of 2 topics integrate? Give me some question. So my particular roadmap also considered that point to cover this issue of the examiner highlighted point. Number three, planning. If you are going to start your question, if you are going to start your particular question, if you are going to start your particular question, calculation or theory, the very first thing you have to consider, it's about the planning. For example, this is what the question. The question we were discussing about. Wait a minute. Just a minute. Yes. This is what about Hathaway, the question we were discussing. And we are discussing the matter of planning. What is the meaning of the planning matter? You first, for example, this is Hathaway question. Investment appraisal. This is a question of investment appraisal. I'm giving you just an example here. An examiner highlighted that, for example, in this one, this fourth part, recommend whether board should proceed with the application of approval after taking consideration 70% upon all these. Include your answer, any comment you're finding. This is the 6 marks question. This is the 6 marks question. This is what 6 marks question. Now, I'm going to, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this. This is not that part particular. Yes, sorry. This is what? This 3 marks question. This one 3 marks. 3 marks. Number 1. Number 3. Once again, calculate. I'm sorry for this. I'm repeating it. This, for example, you are attempting this question. Third one. Writing is that calculate the NPV of the finance director alternative option of the technology and advise the board whether this is worth pursuing. This is 3 marks. Now, you are moving towards for this commenting 3 marks. So before commenting, first of all, you have to plan. You have already studied the case study. So you have to plan how I will get these 3 marks. First two marks I will get to interpret this answer, whatever the NPV we have calculated, and make a recommendation, should accept or not. And 1 mark related to that matter, that connect with the case. So what I mean to say that, if there are 3 marks, you have to plan what I will do for 2 marks, what I will do for 1 mark. And whenever you are concluding, this is the conclusion marks. Always conclude your marks with the diplomacy. This is my wording, diplomacy. What does that mean, diplomacy, sir? Diplomacy means if you are saying that the project should be accepted because of positive NPV, don't conclude your answer with this one statement. The project accepted because positive NPV. You have to continue with that matter. However, this recommendation is based on the available information. Then for the analysis, having assumptions, having limitations, you have to consider risk and uncertainty. Because this subject is about the decision making. This is not about what actually happened. So in the practical world, even you are a manager, you are a senior manager, you are presenting someone in front of the board. Always we make the report and defend on the other side. Sir, we are recommending this situation, but all the information based on the data we have given. We need to consider the risk and uncertainty analysis as well. This is what about the planning aspect. That how I will get the marks with the 2 marks, with the recommendations, 1 mark with the conclusion, with the diplomacy like this. So that is what examiner is saying in this statements. Planning. Prepare a suitable structure of the answer. Candidates take time to break the answer down, break the marks. There is more than 1 part of the overall requirement. Using headings help to break the requirement down. What I personally think that this is, I'm not conducting this type of session just like in a manner 1 week ago or 1 week before the exam. I am conducting this session before starting the sessions. This is what, and time by time, inshallah, you and me both have to highlight these factors accordingly. So have to perform in this manner. That is the critical thing. That is the critical thing. That is the point. This is what the highlighted facts by the examiner. Now, catch the marks. Sir, what you are saying? Catch the marks. Catch the marks for question 1. This is what about the question 1. That is question 1. Question 1. Professional marks. Professional marks. For question 1, you have to make a report, the report writing. So examiner mentioned that by the report writing, you can easily get the professional marks. Professional written, you can get the professional marks. In my syllabus, in my workings, there are some highlighted suggested solutions. These are the suggested solutions. All topics having some questions where I have made some suggested solution. Suggested solution, that means easy answer for the students. The answers which can be used by the students as a standardization and used for the exam pattern. For example, this is the report. So number 1, what is about the report? This is about the report. First of all, about the report. In the report writing, you will refer the appendix. All appendix are calculations. Calculation 1, NPV, APV, side effects, whatever the calculations. You have to mention a heading, subject. You have to make a briefing, introduction, that is briefing. In the briefing, examiner highlighted in the introduction, only mention what? Only mention about the initials. For example, the NPV or the NPV of the project is positive. So apparently the project should be accepted, but having some assumptions and base of the information. Also mentioning the name of the company. We have evaluated the project of ABC company and the project and the NPV is positive. Refer to appendix 1. So based on this, the project accept, but considering the limitation, all this, a brief matter, and the briefing compulsory incorporating the name of the company. That's called connect the knowledge, connecting knowledge. Then you will start the details and make headings, whatever the details, make headings accordingly. And you have to put headings, including assumptions, limitations, make the headings. And then you have to conclude your answer with diplomacy, as I have discussed previous with the Hathaway, with the diplomacy. That is what you will get the free 4 marks. What a student do is that here examiner mentioned. Too many students reports ignore the need of conclusion. What you are doing? Which restricted the number of professional marks. These are free marks. Free marks. While here mentioned, many candidates did use a report format, therefore gain the majority or all the professional marks. So don't become the part of that minority who ignore the conclusion or ignore the professional marks. Before writing a main body of the report, candidates must find useful present a brief summary of the result that I have already mentioned. This is what highlighted facts. about the question 1. Okay, candidates, can you please reply me? Are you with me? That's how you must have to start your preparation or work out the preparation in this manner. That is what the exam smart techniques. That is what the smart techniques. That's the key point. That's very good. Okay. Okay, candidates, you know very well that your exam is CBE format. And I have already stressed you that you have to perform the working according to the CBE format. I will also incorporate some questions with a live question, with some pre-recorded question with the CBE format. But you have to practice all the things in the CBE format with the platform. I don't recommend the Excel because Excel having a multiple functions, but your spreadsheet has limited functions. So practice with the exam-based spreadsheets. Candidates, based on my introduction video, I must say that there are 5 steps to become qualified for the AFM. Number 1, you have to get knowledge from my videos, get knowledge. But the knowledge is only about the hard working. You have to add on the exam technique. That's an important thing. Now we have to move for the smart working, not only the hard working. Smart working to get the marks, it's important. Self-attempt questions and the regular feedback. You can share me your questions accordingly. I will reply you according to the feedback. What is going wrong, what is right. On a regular weekly session, reading material, what I have shared with you, you people know very well that my registered student having the exam caliber, exam focus notes. These are the exam focus notes. You people know very well. You have to focus this. But sometimes in future, I will refer some text elements, the articles and so on. You have to work out accordingly. The revision, the first step, knowledge, exam technique, then apply knowledge technique with the self-attempt questions, refer some reading materials, complete the syllabus. Inshallah, revision will be held 2 weeks ago, the syllabus before the paper, 2 and 3 weeks. It's almost about the 4th week of the August, and then mock exam and briefing this time. So candidates, and the practice, the material you must have the past papers. The past papers mentioned on the library of the ACCA. You have the past paper from June 17 till September 20. These past paper are the practice. Exam focus notes by Hussain Qazi, Kaplan study text. It's recommended. Selected suggested answer. I have made for each topic some suggested answers. I will refer to you accordingly, and some articles I will refer accordingly. So this is what I have done with the first session, which support you to develop a right roadmap, right approach for starting of the preparation. You have to follow my roadmap, but you have to develop. I hope that you have developed your mindset, what the examiner expectation and how we will approach towards the preparation. The important thing is that you have to make a constructive feedback on a particular Facebook link. I will share with you. And if you have any question, you have to reply me here. You can reply me here. Please reply me. You can ask any question. You can ask any question right now. No, this is not enough. I will add on the notes material after the investment appraisal. By next week, by next 10 days, that will add on more and more. Don't worry. The notes will be added on accordingly. I will update you and reply you accordingly. Our first session for our topic that will be held on our first live session on 22nd. Yes, every Wednesday we will meet. So we will also meet by this coming Wednesday, with this particular coming Wednesday. And I strongly suggest that you have to complete your first particular target with the targeted date. What is the target date? Yes, follow this roadmap. Follow this roadmap. One moment, please. Yes. What's the target date of the first roadmap? Yes, target date for advanced investment appraisal is 25th June. You have to complete it. You have to complete by 25th June. But before the 25th June, I will take a session of the live session. You have to make your target to complete the advanced investment appraisal by 25th June. But in the meanwhile, by coming that Wednesday by 23rd, I will take a live session. The live session date, that's 7:45 p.m. 7:45 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And I hope that all of you people have already my contact details. If you don't have my contact details, you can coordinate me with this particular number. You can WhatsApp me 0092 321 827 1784. You can WhatsApp me. Double 0092 321 827 1784. If you are taking the session, this is what the session about. How to develop the right approach for the AFM preparation. Normally people don't develop the right approach, even don't think that what's going on. Then the destination is not a success. It's of course a failure. So first of all, have to understand the expectation of the examiner, make a good, including the exam technique, in the knowledge aspect, and make a practice accordingly. Okay, candidates, if you have any question, you can reply me accordingly. You can please make a feedback. If you realize that it's a real valuable session for you, make a constructive feedback on the Facebook. I've already mentioned on the WhatsApp group. If you people are not the WhatsApp group, some of you can search me on the WhatsApp and reply me accordingly. So if you have any question, you can ask me on the WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Take care a lot. Assalamu alaikum. I will really appreciate if you give the constructive feedback. It's very important and need a constructive one. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.